Who am I? What do I want to do? Who do I want to be?
So after a lot of thinking, I decided that I would make a video about this.
So this year started just like any other year, with resolutions which I never followed.
Maybe tomorrow?
Not just that, I remember being so excited about discovering my career path as to what are my future plans.
I was doing an internship at a very nice place. Everything was going really amazing at the starting of the year, and after that COVID-19 happened, and soon after that lockdown followed it. Now I am an overthinker, and trust me, I've never put myself in a lot of conditions where I'm completely isolated doing nothing for days, and this was something I was forced into. Now overthinking, a lot of space, nothing to do. It was a really bad combination for me.
I used to spend my entire time isolated in my room thinking about who do I want to be and what do I want to do. But the more I was trying to find myself, I realized the more I was losing myself.
I remember seeing all these people, amazing people doing such an amazing job. They were utilizing their quarantine time so well. Like I saw so many stories where people lost their job and now they're living their dreams because they made something out of their life during this lockdown, because they got time to do what they were really passionate about. They got time to do something that would make them happy, and honestly I felt really inspired by it, and I really wanted to do that for myself too, but I don't know, something was not right. I had goals, I wanted to do something, but I was not able to. All I used to do was watch Netflix or YouTube videos, and even though I knew that this is not right, I just couldn't stop it, and all these feelings of negativity started to build up inside me. I started to again feel more and more anxious. I was not able to recognize what these feelings are. All I wanted to do was work towards my passion and be happy again. But the only question was, how?
I remember doing a Google search for how to be more happy in life and how to be more motivated. I know it sounds weird, but not going to lie, it gave me some pretty good insight. But still, it was something else that was missing.
Maybe I was just looking for motivation. When few months passed by, I realized if I kept on walking this path, this anxiousness is gonna increase, and soon I'm gonna be in depression. And I seriously did not want that. And that's when I decided to make changes in my life.
I made a firm resolve as to the kind of person I want to be, and accordingly, I started making changes in my life. Now that I think about it, within few months, I've become a person who cannot even recognize my past self.
Now, when I started to make these changes, I was looking for these big things which could make those big changes in my life. But I realized you don't need big things to have big changes in your life. All you need is small changes and be consistent about them. It's consistency that's more important than intensity. When you're consistent, you see progress. What happens is sometimes we try to make such big changes in our life. Like, you haven't worked out a day in your life, but one day you decide you're gonna do 3 hours of workout. You do it for a day, you do it for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, and after that you never do it again. The thing is, the key is not making big changes. The key is to make smaller changes and stick with it. It's when you make smaller changes, you see real results over a period of time.
The first change I made was I started meditating. Initially, I struggled a lot. I was distracted by my thoughts, by my surroundings. It was really hard. But over a period of time, I realized that it's not about keeping your mind empty. Meditation is about being present in the moment, where you are neither in the past nor in the future. You are in the present moment with your thoughts. This helped me deepen a relationship with myself and understand my thoughts better.
One more change I made, like for me, it's a really big change that I made in my life is I started reading books. Now, for my whole life, as some of you might know, for my whole life, I've hated reading till the time I'm reading for exams or my college or my school. That's it. That's the only time I preferred reading because, well, I needed marks. But over a period of time during lockdown, I realized what I really lack is knowledge. So I decided that I need to change this. I don't need to read the whole book in a day, right? I started with 20 pages. I read 20 pages every day. The first book I started with was Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty, and I really loved that book. And the thing is, when I started small, I started being consistent with it. If I would have decided, no, I want to read a whole book in 3 days or 5 days or a week, I would have been overwhelmed. So I started making these smaller changes into my life. I started creating a morning routine for me. I started going for a jog. I started doing meditation. I started reading books. All these changes at individual level might seem so insignificant and small, but when you combine them and practice them every day, trust me, it makes so much of a difference.
One thing I realized over time was we all have passion, something that we would love to do for the rest of our lives. But we're always waiting for a sense of motivation that will probably give us a kick to start. But the only way to feel motivated in most cases is just to start doing it. The major factor that influences your passion is your purpose.
You see, purpose connects your passion with people. Now, I realized I have a quality where I can inspire people, I can understand them and help them lead a better life. So this was something I was passionate about. I've always been passionate about it, I just never realized it. I realized this is my passion and this is something that connects with people. This is something that would help more people. And when I created that connection, I had this constant surge of motivation all the time, because I realized this is not something I'm doing only for myself, but also other people. The one message I want to leave you with from this video is things don't have to be perfect for you to change your life. You need to start small. When you make smaller changes in your life, you will automatically start seeing bigger changes in your life over a period of time. I know a lot of you might have felt anxious during this quarantine time. You wouldn't have felt good because you would have been procrastinating every day. You want to do something, but you couldn't do because of some sort of reason. And I can relate to this because I have felt it firsthand, and I'm trying to overcome this too. And that's why, since I have seen myself along that journey and the improvements I have made, I know this thing actually works. If you start making those small changes, you can definitely be the person you want to be. This is it for the video.